Hello, hello, and welcome, my beautiful Cancers. This is your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of January the 12th to the 18th. Let's see what the theme of your reading is and what your download message is. What do you need to see and know? You got drama. Okay, let's see what the tarot cards have to say about that. What's going on this week? Why are you feeling this drama? You know, or is it other people's drama that you're letting stress you out? Let's see what we've got here. Okay. All right. Coming in our first row for you, you have the Six of Swords. You have the Nine of Pentacles, and you have the King of Swords. Coming in your focus part of the reading, you have the Seven of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and you have the Six of Pentacles. In the center position, possibly your challenge, you have the Ten of Swords. You have the Queen of Swords. And you have the Five of Swords. Wow. Coming in messages from Spirit, Five of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. What's with all these swords, Cancer? All right, let's see how we can close out this week. Oh, beautiful. Wheel of Fortune. Thank you, Spirit. Opportunity. Page of Swords. Oops, you got the Three of Swords. Lots of swords this week. Wow. Okay, so there's definitely going to be some drama. A little bit of upheaval, disappointments. There could be arguments. There could be disagreements. There could be debates going on. Now, this could have to do on a personal level, somebody in your life, you know, personally, or possibly maybe it's at your job and your career. There could be problems there for others. Okay, so I always say if it's other people's drama and they're sucking you into their problems because they want to condone their behavior, don't do it. Avoid this drama if it's someone else's at all costs. So let's see what the week's got here for you. Well, we've got the card in your life and career, give and take. So be open to giving and receiving to keep the flow of abundance going. Give someone a chance and ask for what your heart desires. So there's got to be maybe something here. You're having a debate, an argument, a discussion, you're communicating, but it's difficult right now. So try to maintain some composure here. Try to listen to the other side of the story. You know, think about the Strength card in tarot, right? This is what they're telling me. So you can catch more bees with honey than you can with vinegar. So this could be a week of just general stress for you. You're letting things get to you. I mean, and it's justifiable for some of you. You know, you're going through maybe some difficulties this week with all these swords here. Something's got you riled up. So try to just breathe through it. Try to take yourself to center, okay? Try to balance yourself. Do more breathing exercises. Do more, reflective work, shadow work, meditation, affirmations, whatever you need to do to put you in that good state. Sometimes it's just a matter of getting out in nature and clearing your head and going into a new location where you can be out in nature and lose yourself there. Do a forest bath or just get out there and amongst nature and breathe deeply. Okay, ask Spirit and your guides and the universe to take away this feeling that you're carrying heavy on your heart. What a way to start a week. Okay, you've got the King of Swords, you've got the Nine of Pentacles, and you've got the Six of Swords. You're moving on, okay? So things are going to end. This isn't going to last forever. This is, some disappointments this week, Cancer. I get it. But you're going to be moving on in a new direction. You're going to be able to leave these troubled waters and go into calmer shores. Things are going to level out. Things are going to get better. Your future is uncertain. But you've made your mind up. You're going in a direction, something new, something better. And this too shall pass. And you're only going to be in the company and take those with you who totally love, support, and want to go on this next leg of your journey. It leads to happiness here. You've got the Nine of Pentacles, walking in your garden of abundance, as I say, keeping your eyes wide open for all new possibilities and opportunities that could present themselves. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. But this is a card that says you're going to be able to put your feet up a little bit easier. Things are going to be better. Things are going to be more prosperous, and there's going to be more fertility going on here with growth and expansion and happiness, especially when it comes to finances. Don't be afraid to go out and treat yourself to some little luxury item. You deserve it. You've worked hard for it. The King of Swords comes in. You're definitely standing up for your own rights. You may feel the need to kind of hold your corner and stand up for yourself this week. You're being, maybe you're being out of touch with your feelings. It's time for you to open up a bit more and just cool your jets. You could be dealing with military, or you could be dealing with government, or you could be dealing with professors, or you could be dealing with a legal eagle here. I'm seeing wise counsel coming in, somebody who has an educated and high standard in society, trustworthy, somebody who you can trust their advice. You might be leaning into somebody and asking some questions this week about a situation that could possibly be legal. Coming in your focus part of the reading, which is also your career and money card, again, you've got the cross swords. Now this says money conflicts, cutting corners, breakthrough. Your career could involve law and order, pay cut, defense, and being fired. Oof. Wow. Okay. Well, this is a card that says you're definitely going to be tightening the purse strings. You're going to be mindful of your money and your spending. However, things are going to, for others, I see that things are leveling out. Things can be good, but maybe it's because you're leaving a job here to go to a better job. Okay? So something that will, give you a new direction to go. You're going to see a breakthrough coming in here, though. And this crossed swords isn't going to last forever. And this is where the drama's coming in. Maybe you're at that point where you feel you're not being respected enough at your place of work, making enough money. Maybe you feel you missed out on a promotion that should have been yours. There's all kinds of things here that could come into play depending on who this is for. But there will be a breakthrough here. You may be contacting legal advice with something here. Okay, there could have been a conflict at work. Maybe you were let go. Maybe it was unjustifiable, what we call, unjustifiable dismissal, whereby you may be seeking legal help. You may be going to, human resources. You could be going to, a lawyer to find out your rights here, anything like that. So, some of you may have to defend yourself, and you may be retaining legal advice on that. So, unlawful or, improper dismissal, unjustifiable dismissal, whatever the case is, you may want to look into your legal rights there for some of you, if this is the case. It might not be. I mean, it's not for everybody, but you might be feeling that. Okay, so now with that, you do get the gift card. You do get the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Cups. So these are wonderful, but it's emotion. So maybe there may be some discussion here now. Maybe they're rethinking what's going on at the place of work, and you may be receiving something in the form of a gift. But this could be an offer coming in, an opportunity as well that could present itself, that somebody's going to say, hey, and they give you a tip about something, or what to do, advice, counsel. But it can also be money. You could be receiving a windfall, unexpected money. You could be going through negotiations, give and take, push-pull energy. You could be getting involved in a nonprofit or organization where you're giving to the less fortunate and volunteering your services to something perhaps. But this is the card I call the card of the gift. It's generosity that may be coming into some of you. There's a lot of choices, decisions that you may be subjected to making, and that you almost feel overwhelmed. But if you sit down and you take your time and think about what's going to benefit you to your greater good, what's going to last the test of time, longevity, stability, what is best for you, and remembering that everything that glitters isn't gold, and also if it looks too good to be true, it may be. The Nine of Cups is wishes fulfilled, so things are starting to smooth out here. So, you're able to take a breather here. Perhaps there's been a disappointment, a debate, some drama at work, and now it's been rectified. Maybe there's been a discussion. There was some communication that went on that was, working things out, making amends, and, doing some offers and negotiations that go on for some of you. Now, coming in next with your center card, help, hurdle, or challenge, you've got self-care. And it is a card of the keys. And when we get the key cards, it's mindset shifts that will unlock abundance and help you create your timeline of ultimate prosperity. You've got the key to go after what you want. If you want to live like royalty, start treating yourself like royalty. Don't put yourself down. Don't doubt your motives, your direction, the gifts that you do have. Self-care is looking in the mirror and being happy with what you see. And I don't mean physically. I mean as a person, your energy that you give off, the vibration that you are at, how you think, how you feel about things around you, and most of all, yourself. So don't be afraid to self-care. Take care of yourself first. You have one vessel here in this lifetime, and you need to cherish it and take care of it. Now, you do have the Five of Swords, you have the Queen of Swords, and you have the Ten of Swords. The Five of Swords is that sort of, we talked about drama. Maybe somebody's sucking you into their problems and it's overwhelming you right now. You're standing up for yourself, you're defending your corner, and yeah, you can come out a winner. But there's always a sacrifice that we make when we get into battle mode. There's risks and there's consequences. And something, you win, but you come out feeling that, it really wasn't a win because the friendship's over or the relationship's over or, it shouldn't have come to this point. So try to avoid drama at all costs, okay? Pick and choose your battles wisely. You're going to walk away from something. Okay, and if you've had a battle, you may be leaving a relationship, a situation, a job, anything in your life, a group, an organization, a hobby, whatever the case is. You're definitely walking away from something that just didn't work out or appeal to you anymore. And so now you're on a new journey. You're heading in a new direction. You've cut through the red tape and you washed your hands of a situation and you've cleaned house. You're moving forward in a new direction, being independent and strong to do that. The Ten of Swords is that card where you really felt betrayed, held back, stabbed in the back, held down, not able to get up and go after your goals and be happy. You just felt captive for a long time. But now you're back in the game. You're on your feet because tens are the beginnings and the ends. So this is a beginning of a new move forward. You're moving on. Now, coming in with your messages from Spirit and your guides, what do you need to surrender to? Silence. Okay? In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. So we talked about self-care here, right? And this is about you getting rid of the drama in your life, just breathing in and breathing out and doing what makes you feel at peace. You deserve this. You may have been losing sleep over a situation. You may be thinking about the past too much. But you have an offer coming in. So, let go of that drama. Don't leave it on the chair. Don't take your worries to bed with you. This is, worry never fixed a situation, never healed it, never fixed it. So this is a card that says your mind's racing, you've got things on your mind, and you're taking them to bed with you. Get your rest, okay? If you're waking up, 3, 4, 5 times a night, or you're having trouble to finally relax and go to sleep, then it's time to do that self-care, okay? Take yourself to that place and space and time. Ask Spirit and your guides to take away this anxiety. The Five of Cups is crying over spilt milk, thinking about the what ifs, the how comes, thinking about the past, and, feeling regretful, feeling remorseful, feeling grief and sadness about that. But we can't carry that energy with us forever. Cancer, it's so important that you wipe that slate clean. It can't be corrected. Put it behind you. Just learn from it and move forward. Walk away from that. You're going in a new direction. Cut it out of your life. You've got beautiful things ahead of you. Don't forget that. Wipe that slate clean. And, it's history. We can't change it. The Page of Pentacles comes in. Yeah, this is good news about finances or the material part of your world. You could be creating something new for yourself. Maybe you're moving on from one job to the other. Maybe you're moving on to create your own business. Maybe you're taking a course of study, something to add to your resume that can escalate you up that ladder of success. But you're definitely going to hear some good news or improvement with finances. Now, coming in, when you get that card that represents that. Now, coming in with your angel card number and your future energy, you've got the 3 1s. Now, we know that 1 and 11 and 111 are very spiritual numbers. This one's about honesty in this deck, and it says life goals, mission, sense of self, important projects. It's that time of intense self-development. Focus your mind on your craft. You already have what it takes to succeed, but practice makes you a master. It also serves to find your true purpose. Leveling up in your career or business is a priority right now. And I had said that earlier. You could be moving on to a different job, a different career, something new, learning hands-on and being enthusiastic about that. But you're going to be honest with yourself. What do you really want to do? And make that move to cut the things out of your life and move on in a new direction. Okay? That's, moving forward here with the Six of Swords. Coming in with that card, you've got the Three of Swords, you've got the Page of Swords, and you've got the Wheel of Fortune. So the Three of Swords is healing through disappointment, sadness, grieving, betrayal, heartbreak, breakups, whatever the case is, but you're healing through it. There could be a third party that stirs the pot up and creates this drama, but nonetheless, it's going to come to an end. That's the Page of Swords is hearing about some information that comes in, and it's all of a sudden, bang, there it is. It could be blunt and direct, but not very nice. This is a card that says, remember, pages are immature. They haven't reached that point of finesse and able to convey information in that mature manner. So this is a card that says, take the message. There might be a bit of a delay to your plans right now, but it's going to work out at the end of the day. Creative juices flowing. It's got your enthusiasm lifted. The Wheel of Fortune says happiness is abounding. It's coming in. You're able to move forward. Jump on that wagon and ride it hard. You hear me say this all the time. The Wheel of Fortune. You have good luck, good karma, all the good things, all over well-being coming into you at the end of this this phase. So beautiful way to end out your reading. I'm glad about that. Well, I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful week. Cut out the drama, walk away from it, move forward in a new direction, because you have a beautiful future ahead of you here. You've got some beautiful cards here, and don't forget that. Okay, so on that note, always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you. And I'll see you soon, my beautiful Cancers.